Welcome again to the channel. And as we did it yesterday, we were able to manage to create a navigation bar. This is the code. If you go to the browser, VPN kulifanya, close this or this one. But right now, let's do something more than that. Remember, our objective is to be something like this. So lazima tunafanya kitu kenye juu na ni kitu kenye kinaonyesha something that you are doing in really life. So you can now prepare your own photos so that we can use them in this website, even your own words. Let me just change this and put the words we are supposed to do, something like this. So let's try to do something like this. Exactly something like this. So we already finished with this first part. So now we are going to concentrate on the second part, which is this one. So this is a small thing to do. So what I want from you is just concentrate and go step by step with what I'm going to do. So what you're supposed to do is, let's go to VS Code. Okay, here it is. So now we'll start doing this code. So code step by step with me. Remember, this is the second video. The step 2. The step 2 video and a series of videos for building a full website or portfolio. You can personalize it and make it your own, and that's the objective. Make it simple so that everyone can create his own website. Remember, this one is one of the steps of doing it until we reach the hosting part. So we'll make sure at final our website will be hosted. So we already finished with the header. When necessary, we are going to call it main. This is main. So in main, we are going to have different sections. So we are going to start with the first section. Let's call it section. So in this section, we can give it a class. So remember, class is there to help us doing the styling on CSS. So wakati tutaenda kwa CSS, tutataka to access these elements. And how can we do that? By just putting a dot. It will be calling this class. So let's just call it section 1. So that it will make the word easy to memorize. So in this section 1, remember, let me show you the plan. What we are doing now, it's this second part. So we will need 2 divisions. First division will hold this element, and the second division will only have this image. So let's create 2 divs. We'll create 2 divs. Just from this one div. Remember, here you don't have the code. The thing that you should only do is to know what you're supposed to do. The VS Code is there to help you, so you don't need to really have the code here. So these are the 2 divs that I created, and what you can see here, we're having some elements. We are having 4 elements in the div number 1. So this one is, let's just see it as a header, but it's a header 3. So the headers, we are having 6 headers. There is h1, not header, sorry. They are called head. They are just names of the titles. So we are having h1 until h6, and the h1 is bigger than the h2 until you reach the h6, which is small compared to the h1. So this one can be h3, this one can be h1. So these are only paragraph, these parts, and this is a button. So let's create these 4 elements. So what can do here is we will start with h3. This is the first part. The second part, this on h1. The third one is a paragraph. And then number 3, it is item. But you can only write the btn, then it will bring you all these things. So something else that we should see here, sorry, this shouldn't be here. This should be in the first. Here it is, in the first div. So in the second div, we are having what? Let's see, it's an image. So to include the image is a simple thing, just put img with s. This one will bring you all these things. It will help you to get the image. This is a simple thing. It's a simple thing to do. So let's also see something else. So we are having something different in the h3. So this one has a different color compared to the first one. Same thing to the h1. This one is the same thing. So to do this, we can use an element called span. So span will give other properties with the thing that we're going to write here. So there I said that I'm a developer, just to end it here. And then I say I am a UI, and then this UI and UX, developer. So this palm will help me to give a specific color to only developer, but this one will remain with the default color that we did in the first video. So remember, this is the second video. We are having the first video of creating the notification, but you can still go and watch it. Then here at the second part is where it's written. Let me see what is written there. So it's writing the name. So it is the same thing. I'll just write and then I put the spam, and then you can write your name here. My name is Desai. Okay, that is it. Okay, so another thing that we are going to do, let me put some space here, but this one also can still play. You can also add another space here, so then it will not be, because the spam will not create any space between the words, so they will be together, like they will be joined if I just look at the output. So here you can write something about you. Let me just say let's just say I have did that. I don't want to put a lot of words here. So I'm an experienced developer. I even know that developer, but who develop NGOs, uh, experienced well developer with 5 years of experience in web development. So if you want your if you want your words to always remains on the same path instead of creating something like this. So keeping them as a file, it's very simple. Just come here where there is view, and then I look for what wrap. So this will permit you to only remain on one window instead of enlarging the window. So I develop and I develop NG organizations, not just like it looks, organizations. I develop NGOs organizations. So something like that. So there you can just add your own words, make it more personalized. So the other thing, it is if you see this pattern, you must download our CV. So how to do that? You have to write an alpha link that will permit to open your document. So when we show you, and just okay, then open it, and then here you would say, when I'm clicking it, I want it to open a specific document. So make sure your document you already download it. Let's say your CV, you already download it and it is in PDF format. So let me put it here. Let me create a new folder here. Let me just call it docs. And then inside I will put my document. I already have my document here. And that's it. So here it is. I will just upload it here. That is it. So I can give it a short name. Let me just call it CV or my CV. My CV. This will help someone when he will click on CV, he will be able to download your CV. So how to insert it? We'll just put dot, then I put slash, then I just do the localization where it is. It's written here, download CV. So just write here, download. Download CV. I think that is it. Okay, so that is it. So now let's put now the second part, which is an image. So remember the image that I'm having here has no background. So how can you remove a background of an image? It's very simple. Just come here. You can go to this website. It's called background. Remover is this one. Remove.bg. So make sure you already prepare your photo. I already removed the background of mine. Let me just show you how you can do it. Just click on upload. Then look for the image. Here it is. This is my image. So let me open it. It's going to be removed in a few seconds. For free, remember? Here we are dealing with free things. I think the only thing that you will be needed to pay here is the domain name. But for all the other part, hosting the website and all the background that we can do here is for free. And on the part of hosting, I will show you the two ways that you can host your website, because it's not only the one way of hosting the website. You can use a platform called GitHub to host. But also we are having another one, which is one of the best. It's called Netlify. Not only those ones, you can also use something called Infinity Free. So all of them, they can really help you to host your website for free. So here it is. Let me just download it. Oh, here it is. So let me see it. The background is already removed. So let me now insert it. What I will do, I will just come here and take it from here. Then I will drag and drop. I feel like this one is better. Let me go with this one. So after removing the background, just drag and drop it under images. So what I'm supposed to do next is give it a short name. Let me just call it image one. Image one. Yeah, this is better. So what I am supposed to do now is to just call it dot and slash and localize where it is. Here it is. Everything is good. Let's see now the output. I will click on Remove, then double click, and here it is. So the next thing to do is to take, remember here, if I'm clicking on this, it brings all the page, which means you are no longer on your website, and that's the worst thing to do when you are developing. So you have to make sure you remain in your website even if something is happening, or your website shouldn't, you shouldn't leave your website. So kenye nitafanya to make the person to go to the other party without leaving your website we know that's something called target, then say block. So this will help you refresh. Do you see? Going back the website, it remain there. So the next thing that we are going to do is deal with the positions, because if you see the position of this one, we are having two positions. The first div must be on the left side, and then the right side must be, we have to have the picture there. So how can we do that? It's a simple thing. Let's give the classes names, no, the div, sorry. So let me call this one div1, and then this one, let me call it div2. That is it. So let me try to divide these two divs. And how can I do that? It's a simple thing to do. So I will just come here and dot and remember these things here, we did it in the first video. So if you want to watch how to do the navigation bar, don't hesitate, go to the first video, go and watch the first video. So what section 1 is, so I will deal with flexbox, display flex, and I will give it flex direction to 0, and then to justify content. Let me show you what justify content does to the code. Here it is. Let me refresh. So you see now I already did the flexbox. It separated it into rows. So if you now I'm giving it the space, let's go justify content. Then I said space around. This is what will happen to page. As you can see, it's creating some spacing. If you've seen it, let's go with space around. Okay. It's creating some spacing. I think it's difficult to see it, but it's there. Okay. The next thing is to deal with this one. First of all, we have to create some padding or some margin right here. Put it on the same level with this. Yep, that will be better. Let's see how it is. Yep, they are on the same level. So we'll make sure this is on the same level. Then we'll try to change the color of this one, even this. Then we will also change this button to have a look like this, So let's concentrate on that. So for those people who cannot see it, let me try. Yep. So this is the thing that I'm going to call section 1, and then I will access div 1. Sorry, you have dot so that it knows this is the class called div 1. And then we will start with what? With all of it, and change the margin. Margin left. Let's give it like 10%. Let's see what is the output. Oh, that's a lot. It's a lot. Let's go with npx instead of and px. Let's see the output. Exactly. So if we go with 1%, this is really 1%. This 5. Let's see 5. Refresh it. Very nice. That's what we want. The next thing is let's bring it down and be on the same level with the image. So how to do that? It's very simple. Just got something called magic top, and then let's start with 100 px. Very nice. That is it. The next thing that we have to do is font size. As you can see, this font size is not regular. But we can just set all the font size to be on the same level, same size. What we can do is just going at the top, going the body. So this body G represent the all pages. So everything that we're going to do here, pay attention on it, because this can destroy all your page. So I can just edit all the font size, give it exactly the X. Let's see if it is a lot. I think it's okay. So the next thing is to reduce all of this one, because as you can see here, I think that's a lot. So I will make all of them to be 25%, and then I will reduce also this one. So how to do that is a simple thing to do. So all of it, let's put it on 25x, then I will access only the H3. Here, remember the H3, it is under section 1, under div 1, H3. Then I will tell it what a font size. Let's have that be 20x. Let's see the output. Very nice. That is it. The next thing is to change the color of this one, because if you see this output, this one has a different color. Remember what we did with spam. So what we are supposed to do there, it's a simple thing. We have to copy this part, and then we say greater than spam. So this will only access this. Let me show you. Will only access this part. As you can see, developer is under the spam. So if now I'm there, and then I'm just telling it your program must be what gonna be, then refresh. Very good. Same thing is applied to this one, but also I'm seeing like this font size is not the same with the other one. Let me change the font size of all of it, because this one is the default font size. Let's first do that in the body.bg. So this in the family, I will just write font family. Let me go with, let's write this Franklin. Let's see how it looks like. Let's make it fresh. Very nice. It looks very nice. I think it even look like this. Yeah. Let's just go with that. Then the next thing that we will do is to change the color of this side bell. So how to do that is a simple thing to do. Let's go down here. So I will access this place but run now in H1, then greater than spam. Here it is. Then I will just change the color to be orange. This is the work. Okay. What again is the button. So let's make sure this button like this. Like this. So how to do that? We will only access the button. So this section 1, div 1, and then bt and button. I already access it, and then you can do something like this. So here it is. So let's try to give it different borders. The border will be 1 X solid. Remember the thing that we did in the first video is the same thing. I want it to be orange. Yep. And the other thing, it is padding. I want to have on left and right the 10, the X, and then top and bottom, I give it a 20 px. Let's see the output. Let me refresh my place. Very nice. So now the other thing is to give the size to the text. But remember, this text, it is under anchor link. So we have to access the anchor link and give it first of all the font size, and then also give it change also the other thing, like change the colors, deleting this underline. So how to do that? But first of all, before we go there, we can change its background color and give it to be orange. So now if you're going to see how it looks like, yeah, very good. So let's now go with the anchor link. So how to deal with it, just write the same thing, then greater than button, greater than A, then here it is. So now we already accessed it. To remove the underlinement, just like text decoration, and then say none. That is it. To increase the size, we just call font size, and then we give it 25 px, I remember. And then the color will be white. Let's see the result, and here it is. So we can also put a I'll hover so that when somebody is trying to click this one, something can happen. So how to do that? Let's copy this, copy, and paste it here, then put the column. Let's say hover. So on hover, we take the background. Okay, I will make it to look like others. Yeah, I think this one can be better. So how to do that? And take all these properties that I give this. Okay, it's only the color. Let me just change the color. It will be the orange. The orange. When you will hover it, it will be orange. Yep, that is it. So now I will also do the same thing with the using the backbone. Here it is. Then I will hover it. Then I will give it these properties, same properties. But I will come and change it. So let me change. So first of all, can just make this one 0 so that we cannot see them. And then the padding, this is not needed. But again, the background color. Let's give it let's make it up. Okay, let's see. That is it. That is it. Very okay. Very okay. So it's now on the picture. We try to increase it, but this one is somehow increased. It's somehow increased. Let's increase it. And how to do it is a simple thing. Here it is. So this is if we access MG, and do not get lost. We will use section 1 because the other section can also have one in it, and they will not interact. So we put section 1, greater than if 2. Remember to put the dot here. Very good. NG, and here it is. Can I give it a width of, try to see, let's deal with 50 view of width. So there is something called view of width. So if you need me to talk more about it, niambie kwa comment, because now this I convey many things about it. So let me refresh. Why am I keeping refreshing on the bad place? So that is it. And voila, this is the work. So this is how you can build the section 1, and the next video will be for the section 2. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.